I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Monticello Mayor Gordon Jenkins is heading to jail. Today, Jenkins was sentenced to serve 45 days in jail and was given 3 years probation for his jury conviction earlier this year on a misdemeanor charge of obstructing governmental administration and disorderly conduct, a violation. Jury had concluded that Jenkins intentionally interfered with police by inciting a confrontation with another man at his Broadway beauty supply shop and then accidentally punching a Monticello police officer during the incident back in July of 2012. Jenkins will begin serving the jail time May 1st. Soldier from our area has been killed in action in Afghanistan. Confirmation came today. The 24-year-old Sean Farrell, an Army sergeant from Accord, was killed when his unit came under attack on Sunday. Sergeant Farrell graduated in 2008 from Roundout Valley High School and was based at Fort Drum as a member of the Army's 10th Mountain Division. Look for further updates here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. They were not exactly welcomed with open arms. Officials with Genting Americas, the company with a plan to build a casino resort in Tuxedo Park, heard some discouraging words during their presentation to the public at Baker High School in Tuxedo last night. Genting Vice President Christian Good outlined the proposal that would, if a license is obtained, result in the construction of a casino on 238 acres at the site of the Renaissance Fair property and Tuxedo Ridge Ski Center, and would reportedly create more than 2,000 permanent jobs. But some, like Bridget Morris of Tuxedo, say the community doesn't need low-paying jobs. Others voice concerns about traffic issues. Genting America's officials say they'd undertake road work to prevent traffic and would put up the money needed to create a new throughway interchange. But some in the audience applauded when County Executive Steve Newhouse said, if it's something you don't want, you'll never see the developers again. Genting needs a letter of support from the Tuxedo Town Board if it is to move forward. A pair of murder indictments handed up today by an Ulster County grand jury. 21-year-old Bashim Bennett of Poughkeepsie was indicted on murder and assault charges for the Easter Sunday shooting at a bar in New Paltz. Ryan Gray of Poughkeepsie was shot and killed, and his girlfriend was wounded. Police say the shooting was in retaliation to a homicide in Poughkeepsie back in November. And a grand jury indicted 53-year-old Mark Carpino for the bludgeoning death of his mother earlier this month at the home they shared in Kingston. Recent psychiatric evaluations have determined that Carpino was mentally unfit to stand trial, but District Attorney Holly Carnwright said that preliminary psychiatric findings do not derail the grand jury process. Meantime, Ulster DA Carnwright is appointing a special prosecutor to handle the recent officer-involved shooting in Marbletown. Carnwright says he's turning over the investigation of the shooting of 20-year-old Brandon Riftenberg to a special prosecutor because the DA says he has had business dealings with the sheriff's deputy who was involved. Riftenberg was shot twice in the chest by the as-yet unidentified officer after leading police on a high-speed chase in a stolen car back on April 15th. Riftenberg was charged with reckless endangerment, criminal possession of stolen property, grand larceny, and criminal mischief following his release from the hospital. A primary fight shaping up in an area assembly district. New Paltz Town Supervisor Susan Zimmett has announced she will challenge 9-term incumbent Democrat Kevin Cahill in the Assembly's 103rd District. Zimmett is a former Ulster County legislator, and in her statement and announcement video, she said people can't afford Albany politics anymore, that important issues aren't being addressed, and that it's time for a change.
Unfortunately, our Assemblyman, who so many of us have supported for so long, has become a part of the Albany culture. I am running for the Assembly with my eyes wide open. I know I am running against the Albany machine and large corporate funders, but this year we have a choice. We can support the status quo, or together, and with your help, we can make it right.
Cahill said today he is proud of his record and achievements. He has been at odds with Ulster County officials over his role in blocking 1% of the county sales tax for several months. He said the action was necessary to make the county live up to its promises on the takeover of certain costs from the towns and the city of Kingston. The charges stem from an alleged incident 6 years ago. Now Kingston City Police have arrested a man they say had sexual contact with a 12-year-old in Kingston back in 2008. 59-year-old Taj Eric Erickson. also known as Richard Lewis, was taken into custody and charged with first-degree criminal sexual act. Erickson had been living in Washington State, but most recently has been back in Kingston. Police say additional charges are expected to be filed. Registered sex offenders could soon be prohibited from working as bus drivers in New York State. The Senate has passed legislation that would not allow registered sex offenders from driving a school or passenger bus. Under the bill, the Department of Motor Vehicles would be barred from issuing or renewing a commercial driver's license to operate a bus to those who are required to register as sex offenders. The bill has been sent on to the State Assembly for its consideration. And the way has been paved for cheerleading to be classified as an interscholastic sport in New York State. State Board of Regents was poised to formally approve the designation that would take effect with the 2014-2015 winter sports season. Classifying cheerleading as a sport would require our coaches to be properly trained and that schools follow a common set of participation and practice standards. Currently, 34 states and the District of Columbia recognize cheerleading as a sport. Rainy weather will stick around and the rain will be heavier tomorrow, prompting a flood watch by late Wednesday night. Tomorrow will be cloudy with showers, some of them heavy, and it'll be chilly, with temperatures not expected to get any higher than the upper 40s. More clouds and rain in the forecast for Thursday, but it'll be milder, with the highs reaching the low to mid-60s. We'll get the news and information to help start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. And breaking news is always just a click away right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.